Young Kweku has it all teed up. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Fits it through the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That quick to the left, it's caught. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Offense in the hurry up here. It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run it with Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Penix to the air to start us off. Completed over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Play action. Here's Penix. He has it at the 5. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And now they have a 1st and goal. Robinson goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Washington takes over
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Daniels on 1st down. Connects with Johnson. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Receiver in motion, headed right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the market, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Complete out to the right. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders get it down to a single point. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. On now is York to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Come 19. Come 19. Take go.
Here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Man in motion, out of the slot. On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Penix now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They have it on 3rd and 5.
Trap 60, trap 60. Hook.
Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Nicole Hardman now on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Cut out left. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Penix now on 1st down. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
60 Bison. Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of a defense.
And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Get up.
3rd down, it's Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Hardman with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
at their own.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Play fake here. Daniels. Headed out right. Looking right, and he finds him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
2nd and 6 coming up here. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Commanders pushing for points. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Looks like we have somebody worse for wear after the play, and that's Isaiah Pacheco, who's in some pain. They're looking at him now. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. He gets 6 on that play, and the Commanders will have a 1st. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders tie it in the final minute of the half. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Commanders take the lead on that successful kick. Now is York to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here we go, set.
From the shotgun, Penix. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go now.
Penix looking to pass. Connects with Thrash. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Penix now. Complete out to the right side. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now is York to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Seven Pirates. Go.
Play action. Here's Penix. Throw complete to Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Putting a receiver in motion. Second half starts with a run by Williams. Broke through, caught off a tackle, but he lost the football! Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. A handoff for Robinson, running right. He's got a gain of 6 there. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Penix on first down. Brought in right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Here's Robinson up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come 19, come 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. And up.
Penix. Catch is made in close. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons push the lead to 2 scores now. Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Hartman with a return.
Hartman on the return. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. To the left side finds Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Hits him on the out route. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Right again. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Now he's past the 20. Oh, the football's loose. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed, got him the ball back.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. That one's complete, right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Third and short, Daniels. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Again, Daniels to the air. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Penix now on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 3 quarters in the books from this one. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
79 Bronco. Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He completes it in traffic. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th and 3, drive on the line.
Here we go, sack.
Trying for it with Penix. He connects downfield on 4. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. And again, it's Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Check go.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
He just throws this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored. And that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds his back complete. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
On first down, here's Daniels. Cut out left. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Now Daniels to throw. Complete out to the right. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Here's Daniels. And that's a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
And now the Commanders face a very important 2-point attempt.
Washington will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And he's out the clear. The 50. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Trap 60. Let's go now. 18 Rattler.
Penix here from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Running back sent in motion.
Buffalo 18.
3rd down, it's Penix. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Commanders will go on offense. Daniels on 1st down. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward. You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Falcons will get it back with some time to work with. We reached the 2-minute warning. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go!
Running left is Robinson. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him